Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Antoine Jameson coming at you with another video. This one I'm going to be talking about my semifinals predictions for the NBA playoffs. So yeah, let's just get into it. Well, first I wanted to talk about my first round predictions. I thought they were pretty solid. I was a couple games off on a few of them, but pretty much every single one of my corrections I got right, except for I had the Clippers beating the Jazz, and the Jazz actually won in 7. But I did want to go through and talk about what I thought during these series. So like I said, I had the Celtics in 4, but they ended up winning in 6. The silver lining is that once Rondo went down, they won 4 straight. So I did pretty decent with that pick. I also had the Cavs in 6, but they actually swept the Pacers, so I just kind of had those flipped. All 4 games were like really close in score though, especially the first one, and the Cavs were able to flip that switch. I thought they wouldn't switch until they lost a game, so that's pretty good for the Cavs. The Raptors beat the Bucks in 6, and that was actually my prediction, so I did pretty good on that one. The Bucks did better than I thought they would, and I'm really excited for their future. Even in Game 6 at the end, if Giannis would have passed that off to Jason Terry, I could have totally seen them taking Game 6, but yeah. So I had the Wizards also beating the Hawks in 7, but they won in 6. That was a close series, just like I thought. I just thought Hawks were going to take one more game than they did. But yeah, the Warriors beat the Blazers in 4, and I actually had them winning in 5. When KD went down, I honestly was about to put money down for the Blazers, but I'm glad I didn't because the Blazers just couldn't turn it on, and I think they lost that game by like 30. I was mostly right with this one just because I didn't think they were going to be able to take them down at all. I thought they were going to be able to take one game though, but the Spurs beat the Grizzlies in 6, and I had them to win in 5. I said the Grizzlies would win Game 3 at home too, so that was pretty good, but I just didn't think they were going to take 2 at home, and they ended up taking like 2 at home, so good job Grizzlies, and good luck to the Spurs in the next round. The Rockets beat the Thunder in 5, and I actually had them in 6. I did pretty good on this one. Just Russ wasn't able to take another game like I thought he would. The Jazz also beat the Clippers in 7, and I had the Clippers in 6. I didn't account for Blake to be out, but the Jazz also didn't have Gobert, so it kind of like evened out. But I honestly thought the home court advantage would be enough for the Clippers to take it, but they just weren't. So this was my only wrong prediction of the first round, which is pretty good, but I mean, I did only pick top seeds. But anyway, let's get into the semifinals matchups and my predictions. Warriors-Jazz. Now, I have to admit, I didn't even have the Jazz in the second round. I didn't think Gobert were missing any games, but the Jazz ended up taking down the Clippers in 7, like I said before. In this series, though, I just don't think they'll have any firepower to take down the Warriors. You got Gobert down low, but Steph and Clay and KD, they're just going to take threes. It's not going to be a series at all, really. I have Warriors in 4. Celtics, Wizards. This series should be a great one. I love the Wizards this season, and I will totally be rooting for them this series. With this said, this may be a little bit biased, but I think the Wizards could take this one. With the Wizards being a great matchup against the Celtics, I could see them slowing down IT and taking the series. Of course, Isaiah went off in Game 1 because Game 1 was before like the last Clippers-Jazz game, so pretty much I wasn't able to make this video until then. But the Wizards had a huge lead for a while until IT willed the Celtics, like literally willed the Celtics to victory. This will be a great series, and I could see either winning, but I honestly have the Wizards in 7. Spurs Rockets. This series will be a great one. With the firepower of the Rockets versus the robot of Kawhi, I cannot wait to watch these two teams face off. Harden will harden, but Kawhi will also Kawhi. The Grizzlies are a harder team than they were given credit for this season, and Kawhi did all he could to beat them and looked absolutely great doing it. Because of that, I can't see the Rockets knocking off the Spurs, and I have the Spurs in 6. Cavaliers, Raptors. Now, this series feels like an exact repeat of last year. I thought the Cavs were going to lose Game 1 versus the Pacers and then start their momentous push into the postseason that LeBron's teams always do, but the Cavs luckily were able to win all 4, even though they were pretty close games. The Cavs did flip that defensive switch though, like I said, which I was extremely happy for. I don't think the Raptors have enough this year to beat the Cavs in a series, but don't take them lightly. With their midseason pickups of Serge Ibaka and PJ Tucker, they could make this a really competitive series, but I have the Cavaliers in 6. So yeah, that's my semifinal matchups predictions. So for my Western Conference Finals, I have the Warriors Spurs, and for my Eastern Conference Finals, I actually have the Cavaliers versus the Wizards. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to both of those series. I mean, it might be the Celtics, like I said, but I truly can't wait for this series, and I hope that you guys will be watching every game along with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and, yeah, see you guys later. Bye.